Hi, everyone. Coach Christy here. So I've had a really busy morning working out, personal development. Have lots of calls set up today with people interested in joining the team as a coach. So I'm super excited about that. I just love being able to pay this opportunity forward and help more people create freedom in their life. So today's an awesome day. But actually, one of our coaches, Tanya, she's a one-star diamond coach, and she posted in our team page today about just struggles and never giving up, and that's why you succeed. And a lot of times when you see a successful person, you hear about all of their successes and you don't hear about all their failures. So I am here to, one, tell you about some of my successes, but then also to go through the failures and how many times I fail and how hard I fail to get there. And it's not that successful people don't have challenges, but they learn through mindset and personal development how to face those challenges differently. And it might not always be easy for them to face these challenges in the beginning, but after a while, it becomes really easy, to go from challenge to challenge to challenge without ever losing any enthusiasm. So a lot of times you look at that and you're like, it's not hard. It's not hard for them, but it is at some point. But they train themselves, they train their mindset so that failures are exciting. Failure is going from failure to failure, and they never lose enthusiasm. So it just looks like all you see is success. So I'm going to share with you my success and my failures so that helps you to see that you're on the right track. If you're failing, you're on the right track. So first, I'm just going to go through some of my successes. You guys know I've been a coach for 4.5 years. Actually, I think it's 4 years and 7 months now. And, I'm a 10-star diamond in my first business center. I'm a 4-star diamond in my second. I'm a 1-star diamond in my third. Some cool, exciting things is my second business center is so close to going 8-star qualifying. And my husband is also a 1-star diamond coach. So that looks awesome. 10-star, as a 10-star, you get a quarterly bonus of currently it's around 14 grand, 15 grand a quarter. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income, just so you guys know. But at 10-star, you get that at 2-star to 4-star. The quarterly bonus is around $900. So I'm getting quite a few different bonuses, right? Different quarterly bonuses. My weekly paychecks can be anywhere from $8,000 to a little over $10,000 a week, which is awesome. It's exciting. My first paycheck as a coach, or my first month as a coach, I earned $70. But here's the thing. I was excited about that $70. That a lot of times is the difference in mindset. And so if you don't have that mindset that I had in my first month, that's okay. You can grow into that mindset, but it is going to be harder for you. It is going to take more work on your part to grow personally. And that comes down to belief and confidence. There are 4 things that successful people, all 4 things that any successful person does. They have belief in what they're doing, they have confidence in themselves, and that their ability to achieve those goals. A lot of coaches will put out, a lot of business owners will put out goals like, I want to do this, or I want to earn this, or I'm going to be here in the next year. But they don't actually have any confidence or belief that that's going to happen. It's not that you have to know how to get there, but you have to have belief and confidence that you will do what it takes to get there. If you don't have that belief and confidence, it's going to be really hard. You do have to build that confidence and belief in yourself, because if you don't believe it, those around you aren't going to believe it. And that's the energy that you're going to be giving off. The next thing is consistency. Consistency always. I work when I don't want to. It's not that I'm motivated every day. There are days I do not want to get up and do my workouts. There are days that I do not want to talk with people. I'm an introvert. There are days that I'm just like, I just need to be by myself. I don't want to help anybody. And for me, I know that about myself. So I take weekends off. That Monday is like my favorite day of the week, because I'm so amped and excited to help people after taking that time for me, refreshing my energy, and then being able to give all of myself on Monday. I love Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays because I'm like super fired up and just have all this energy to give. And honestly, by Thursday or Friday, my energy starts winding down. So what do? I schedule all of my mentoring calls on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays because I have so much energy to give. Might be a better idea for me to do a Monday, Tuesday, take Wednesday off, and then do Thursday, Friday or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll change it. Those are the things that I learned through consistency. I show up consistently for my business. It doesn't matter what's going on in my life. A lot of people will say, oh, well, I had a family member pass away. And I get that. That's hard. It's tough. I've been there before. I promise you, it's not that life doesn't happen to me. It does. Those same struggles that every single person in this world has, I have too. But the difference is that when those struggles come up, I continue working my business. And my business allows me freedom to be present in those moments, but that doesn't mean my business goes on the back burner because my business is what has given me that freedom. So I'm not going to put those things on the back burner. I'm not going to put the vital behaviors and the things I need to get done every day, those must-dos to create productive behaviors and results in my business. Those will never go on the back burner. I see coaches get started all the time. You know, a month into the business, life is busy. I get it. The same thing happened to me. And my first month in the business, or second month in the business, we were traveling for a week. I only had 15 days of vacation at my job. So that week we were traveling, I couldn't really take any more time off. My grandfather was, he was dying. And so we needed to go and say goodbye to him. And that required a 7-hour drive on the weekend to say goodbye, and then a 7-hour drive home because I couldn't take more time off because we were going on vacation to see Paul's family. We already had our tickets booked. It's not something I could change. We didn't have the money to change plane tickets back then, didn't have the freedom or that option. So it wasn't that I had all this money. You know, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have options either. Paul and I were both moving from each our own house into a new house that we had found. So we were moving 2 places into one. We had to do that right when we got back from vacation. And then we had to go and do another trip to be there for my family for the funeral. And I worked that entire month and I hit diamond. I didn't let one of those life circumstances, moving 2 homes, going on vacation, losing a grandfather, going to the funeral, having to say goodbye. That was all in 1 month. And I didn't let that stop me. I still plugged into my business. When we were traveling, I was working my business. When we were on vacation with Paul's family, every morning I'd wake up and I'd work my business for 1 hour to 2 hours. When we were traveling to say goodbye to my grandfather, I was working my business in the car. Then I was present with my family and I worked my business on the way back while Paul was driving. So I showed up. Consistency, super, super important. It's not that I didn't fail, but I showed up consistently, even through the hard times in life, even through, you know, those life happens. Life is going to happen to all of us. But successful people, that's what they do. They don't say, oh, well, life is happening to me. Everybody will understand if I put this on the back burner. Yeah, people understand. But in a year or 2 years, you're going to be in the same spot because every time life happens, you're putting things that are going to get you out of your current circumstances on the back burner. So belief, confidence, consistency. And the last thing, the biggest topic that I want to talk about in this video is failing forward. That is what successful people do. And I told you it's just a mindset. They don't talk about their failures because they view them differently. They go from failure to failure to failure to failure, and they never lose enthusiasm. You don't see it because they're too busy going after that next moment of success. They're too busy going after that goal, that vision that they have set for themselves. And it's that strong in their mind. So I've gone through, like my business centers, you know, how many business centers I have. Paul and I will earn over $400,000 this year. Again, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. We have a bigger vision. Our vision is in 2016, we're going to push for it in 2016, but realistically, I'm thinking 2017. By the end of 2016, we want to be earning $20,000 in a week, which when you annualize that is over $1 million a year. We won't earn $1 million in 2016 because the beginning of the year, our paychecks won't start at that. But then 2017, our goal is to be earning over $1 million annually in a year. So next year, to hit the Millionaires Club, to earn $20,000 a week, by the end of the year in 2017 to be earning $1 million a year. And money does not buy happiness. Money is not the reason behind that. The money is additional freedom. The money means that my team are earning six figures. It means that my team is creating freedom in their lifestyle, whatever that looks like for them, whether that's quitting their job, bringing their spouse home, taking their family on vacations they've never been on, paying off debt that has been sitting around for 10 years that holds them back in life, whatever that looks like for them. So that income is a direct reflection of the lives that I've been able to impact and change and pay this opportunity forward, pay fitness forward, pay freedom forward, pay time freedom forward, pay financial freedom forward. Time freedom is really important to me. It's quality time is my love language. I want to be able to spend time with people. The more income I have, the more I can take my team on trips and we can have that quality time together so I can help them grow more. That's important to me. That takes income, so it's not that money's going to buy you more happiness. Money amplifies wherever you are. If you're a happy person, money can amplify that. If you're an angry person, money can amplify that. It's not going to change that. Money hitting a certain status, when I get to X, Y, and Z, I'll be happy. That doesn't work. You have to find happiness within yourself, which is why personal development is so important. But the reason of how are successful people successful, it comes down to belief, confidence, consistency, and failing forward. So failing forward, I'm going to start sharing with you guys all my failures. And I know a lot of coaches don't do this. So you don't see this side. And so maybe some people watch this video and be like, wow, Christy sucks. She's awful. I cannot even believe, seriously, she's the worst coach ever. But still I'm succeeding. So that's really cool, right? So a lot of you are pushing for diamond, or you're pushing for star diamond, or whatever you're pushing for in your business. So I'm going to tell you a few stories about my business. And the first one that I'm going to start with, and some of you guys, most of you haven't heard this one actually. So I have 3 business centers. My third business center is a diamond coach. A 1-star diamond coach, I'm sorry. And the one diamond in that business center, she's also a 1-star diamond coach. So that's pretty cool. She's duplicating that. This business was signed up in March of 2014. So I'm writing this down because I just looked at it online. So March of 2014, we are now in October of 2015, which is a little over a year and a half, right? A year and a half. And I'm a 1-star diamond. I see some of you getting frustrated that a year and a half in, you're not a 1-star diamond coach, or you're not a 5-star diamond coach. So I know how to build this business, and I'm a year and a half in with that business center, and I'm at 1-star. Now, to give you guys a little bit of, I actually have 3 coaches that have been diamond in that business. So I'm a 1-star, but I've had 3 coaches at diamond in that business. So what's that? That should be a 3-star, right? Right. So, however, one of those diamond coaches fell off the face of the earth. Not building her business, not showing up, got to diamond, was super successful, was paying off debt, and then just put the business on the back burner because she had some other opportunity in the corporate world, which is awesome, but that's not going to pay off her debt. No matter how much she makes, it's always going to be that same income she's not going to have. It really doesn't really happen. So she put it on the back burner. One of my other diamond coaches fell out of diamond, but she's pushing to get back there. But at one point in this business center, I also had 3 other coaches that were almost to diamond. So I've had 3 total diamonds in that business center. I had 3 other coaches that were almost to diamond, and they didn't hit diamond. They also put their businesses on the back burner. Crazy, right? So in this business center, I think I have about 25 active coaches and a bunch of inactive coaches. I don't even know how many. I'm not paying attention because it's not my goal. I want to help people, but I can't want it more for them. So if they don't show up, there's nothing I can do about that, but continue going after my own goals. I can't get stuck in the same rut and spiral that they're in because that's not leading by example. I have my goals and I'm going to go after them. You can run with me or you don't have to, but I'm not going to wait around. I'm going to go after my goals. So I had 3 diamonds, had 3 people that were almost to diamond. That's 6 total people. That's like 6-star diamond. That business is a 1-star diamond. Okay, now it gets better. That business that's a 1-star diamond has 1 diamond on one leg and 1 emerald on that leg. And there are a few other emeralds that fell out, but I wasn't even paying attention to that leg. The other leg, however, has had 9 emeralds or diamonds. 9 emeralds or diamonds. And do you want to know how many emeralds are on that leg? 1. 1. So 9 people that were building their business, that were all in, that then put it on the back burner, and there is a 1 emerald coach in that leg. 1. This business of mine, I'm a builder. I know how to build this business. I sponsor 10 to 12 coaches every month. 1.5 years in is for this 3rd business center. And I have 1 emerald on 1 leg? Seriously, no joke. It doesn't even bother me because I'm not looking for people who are going to be iffy and wishy-washy. Those aren't people I want to follow. And I can tell you, their network is not going to want to follow them either, because people aren't looking to follow somebody who's in one moment and out the next, in one moment and out the next. We don't trust those people. You wouldn't trust those people. So if that is you, people aren't going to trust you until you build that trust. And it's going to take you longer to build that trust, because you have to show your consistency, confidence, and belief to your network. So I know that while these people are giving up on their goals, I'm not going to. I'm going to continue sponsoring coaches and find those that want to run with me. And now this is really cool because you're like 1.5 years and you're a 1-star diamond and you know how to build this business. That sucks, Christy. I don't think it sucks though. I'm like, I know I'm going to find those rock stars and that business is going to take off. Because it happens. It's the compound effect. I know if I'm doing the right behaviors and I'm paying that forward and teaching other people and I'm showing up every day, that's what I can control. I can control me. So that's a whole lot of failure in that business center, a whole lot of failure. But I don't even see it as failure. So I don't share it with you guys because I don't even see it as a failure. Like it just doesn't even exist to me. I'm just like, I got to find more coaches that want to build. I got to find more people that want to run with me. And every month I try to find those people. So we're going to go to my 2nd business center now, because my 2nd business center was the same way. My 2nd business center signed up in, I think it's September of 2012. So the 2nd business center is 3 years old. And the 2nd business center, I told you, was a 4-star diamond, right? And same thing in this business center. I actually, I have 4 other people in that business. So it's a 4-star diamond. And I said it was really, really close to 8-star, right? But I also have 4 coaches in that business center that were diamond that are no longer, that put their business on the back burner. Pretty crazy, right? So this business center could actually almost be a 12-star diamond coach, but it's a 4-star, really close to 8-star qualifying. However, it's pretty much been at 1 to 2-star for the last, I signed in September of 2012. So for the last 2 years, it had pretty much been stuck at like 2-star, but I didn't even see it as being stuck. Like I said, I just keep running with my goals, running with what I want to achieve and helping those people that want to run with me. And so yeah, this business is 3 years in and a 4-star diamond coach. And you know, honestly, by the time it's 4 years in, it'll probably be 10-star. That's pretty dang exciting. A 2nd business center at 10-star in 4 years. But it was stuck at 2-star up until like, I don't know, 2.5 years or something. And most of the time it was falling out to a 1-star actually. Most of the time it was just a 1-star. 2-star lifetime, but because everybody had fallen out, it was 1. It was a 1-star diamond. I had 1 coach that held on to diamond. And I was having that same issue. I had that diamond on the 1 leg and I had all these emeralds on the other that were no longer. They weren't showing up to their business anymore. And I just kept doing what I can control, and that's my actions. So I was consistent in my vital behaviors every single day. I did the things that needed to build my business, not busy work, not fluff work. The things like inviting, adding to my network, being a product of the product, my personal development, sharing my story, connecting with people. Those things are all important. The extras, not so much. So those were the things I do every day. I have my no matter what I'm going to accomplish that month. My minimum goal every single month, 10 new coaches, 10 new customers, 10 new coaches, 10 new customers. 10 people helping with their fitness goals, 10 people helping with the business. Do all of these people stick? I get coaches all the time or people that are interested in the opportunity, and they say, well, what if people quit? Oh, that's people, guys. That's 99%. So what if they quit? I don't quit. And I can tell you, I sponsor over 100 coaches a year. I'm 4.5 years in. I do not have, there's some months that I've sponsored 27 coaches in a month. Average of 10 a month. Well, it's probably more like 12 a month or something, or 15, but average of 10 coaches every month, we'll say, just because it's easy math, 120 coaches. That's 480 coaches in 4 years. That is 540 coaches in 4.5 years. You guys, I probably have 250 personally sponsored coaches. The other half, 50% have quit. Yeah, I know. It sounds like, oh my gosh, this girl really sucks. And I do. I had to grow a lot as a leader, and I've had a lot of coaches quit in the process, but they all had the same opportunity in front of them to grow, and they didn't use it. Now I can train and help coaches better, which is incredible. I've grown for 4.5 years as a leader, but that doesn't mean that I don't still fail. I fail every single day. People don't show up, but I continue to show up. And that's the difference. Most people want to be successful overnight. A business usually takes you 3 years to get out of the red. Most entrepreneurs know that. It's easy to get started in our business. So most people get in and get out, and they don't even try. Like, I just had a coach message me the other day. Oh, I'm just so busy, haven't really gotten around to this. So how do I quit? Like, you haven't done anything. Like, if you want your life to change, something has to change, and your life is going to stay the same because you're not willing to put in the work to make that change. And like, the things that we do it's not rocket science. Your mindset will hold you back. You have to change your mindset. You have to find that belief, confidence, and consistency, and fail a lot. And I fail a lot. You guys, today I have 7 coach prospect calls, 7. These are people that have reviewed my information, and I'm setting a call with them to interview them, to ask what interests them in the opportunity, to find out what is driving them. I will tell people, I just don't think this is a great fit for you, or I think you should sign with another coach if I feel like they're going to waste my time, because still people waste my time. They have these big goals and big dreams, and they never get started. They'll ask a ton of questions and never implement anything. Everything you know how to do, you know how to send an email, you know how to make a phone call, you know how to connect with people, you know how to work on your fitness goals. We have a plan for you. It's just doing it. It's taking action and continuing to take action, no matter if people say yes, no, maybe. I don't have expectations for that anymore. And was it challenging when people said no to me at the beginning? Honestly, I'm not someone that it was challenging for. Like, when people said no, I was like, okay, I got to find another person. And when people said yes and didn't follow through, I was still trying to find another person. Like, I was trying to find a list of people that wanted what I wanted, a list of people that wanted more in life that we could run together. So I fail. I just don't even see it. Like, it's not even in front of me. Like, I go from failure to failure, not even realizing that it's a failure, because I'm so focused on that goal and knowing that I will get there, and doing the minimum that it takes every single month to be consistent enough to reach that goal in a certain time frame. And so, like I said, my third business center, you could look at it and think, oh my gosh, she's a 1.5 years in, she knows how to build this business, and she's a 1-star diamond. I also know that with my second business center, the same thing happened. And now that business center is on track to be a 10-star diamond by year, by year, 3.5, 4 years, another 10-star diamond. How cool is that? Like, one 10-star diamond in a little over 4 years. I went 10-star in about 4.5 years. And then the second business center will go 10-star in probably a little under. And yet it had failure after failure after failure after failure in that business. The third business center is going to be the same way. I'm looking for those people that want to run with me. And I have this vision. Like, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and I always have like a bigger vision for my life, for my team, and what I want to accomplish. And I heard the guy, he had been a network marketer for 40 years, which I think is pretty incredible because one, I feel like I've achieved a lot of success in 4.5 years that I can really be proud of. But that's not like, some people struggle. Some of these stories of these network marketers that have been in it for 40 years, their first 10 years were them not doing personal development and treating it as a hobby and not taking action. And then in their last 30 years, they finally started treating it like a job. I don't say business because most of us have never owned a business. So they started treating it like they would a job and showing up every single day, showing up for their dreams, just like they show up for their boss's dreams. And so I was listening, and this guy said I don't know what he earns, probably multiple 7 figures, but he had 100 six-figure income earners in his downline. And I heard that and I thought, I want to help that many people have the freedom that I have. I don't want it to take 40 years. I want that in the next 5 years. And so that's my vision for the next 5 years. I want to pay this forward to 100 people that want to run with me, that want to be earning 6 or 7 figures in the next 5 years. And I have built a multiple 6-figure income business online in the fitness industry. And I know how to help and mentor people to do that, to earn 6 figures. But not, like I said, not everybody's going to want that goal. Not everybody's going to want to do the work that it takes to create that lifestyle and that freedom. Not everyone is going to want to have to work on themselves, because it's easier to blame the business and just not do it. It's harder to do the work and say, I have to work on myself. But that hard soon becomes easy, and it's so worth it. So that's how successful people are successful. Really, it truly is. Belief, confidence, consistency. They're growing. They're continuing to grow. They face challenges. A lot of times they don't even see the challenges because after they've gone through so many, it just becomes second nature. Like, it's a challenge. How am I going to overcome it? I have challenges all the time. My challenges are just come back to like me personally having personal issues. Like, I have a hard time saying no, a really hard time saying no. And it's something that I've had to work on. Like, I can't please everybody if I want to have freedom in my life. I can't just, one, it's just going to drain me and I'm not going to be happy. So I have to learn how to say no to things. And I have. And still, when I say no, it pains me. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to hurt the person or offend them, but I have to say no. I have to, and I'm always working on that. And also working on empowering people and not enabling them. And because it's really easy, I know the answers. So it's really easy for me to just give the answers to somebody, but that's not creating a leader. That's one of my challenges. So I have to point people in the right direction so that they find the information and they learn to be self-sufficient as leaders, because I want to build their confidence and belief in themselves so they know where to find the information, so they can teach others where to find the information. We don't have to be the person, the messenger all the time. And that's been a challenge for me, because every time I don't give someone the answer, I feel guilty for not giving them the answer. I really do. But I know that that's not benefiting them, and it's not benefiting me, and it's not empowering them to grow as a leader. So those are just a few of my challenges that I face. And you're like, are you serious? Those are your challenges? But they are. I don't have a fear mindset anymore. When something scares me, I get really excited about it, because now I get to share that journey with you guys, and that it's scary, and I'm going to go after it, and I'll probably suck and not be great the first time. It'll probably take me 10,000 times to be great, but that's okay. It's such a fun process to see yourself as a new coach starting out, and then doing the work that it takes to earn 6 figures, or a new person into fitness, and then completing your first 5K or 10K or half marathon or Ironman or triathlon, or getting on stage for a competition. Like, completing those things is amazing. But when you start out, you're scared. You don't know what to do. And step by step, you learn and you figure it out, and you get better with time. I'm sure you hear those success stories of people that are successful overnight, and that's incredible. They might have just already, in their life already been set up for that. They might have already dealt with a lot of things. When when I started this business, I think I was already doing a lot of personal development. I didn't even know I was. So I was in a really good mindset, where a lot of people, when they start as a coach, they are not in a great mindset. So they have to work on themselves just as much or more so than they're working on their business. They have to do both, but they have to work on themselves to create a better mindset. So success leaves clues, guys. Last tip of the day, we've gone through belief, confidence, consistency, failing forward, how much I fail. I have a lot of failures. I could spend a whole 24 hours going through my failures, but now my mind went blank. The last thing I want to say is, do not take advice from people who are not where you want to be. I see it all the time. Coaches taking advice from the doubters and the haters. Are they living the life that you want to live? If they aren't, why are you taking advice from them? Take advice from successful people. Take advice from people who are living the life you want to live. Follow people who are living the life you want to live. Success leaves clues, guys. Okay, have a great day.